Business Calculus, Topic 7, Homework, Problems 10, 11, and 12. We want to find the value of the limits of this graph as x approaches 0. Well, here's x is 0, and each tick mark is 13. So that's 0, 13, 26. So I'm approaching 0 from the left and from the right. It's approaching the same mark, so which is the value of 26. Now, what happens when I approach 26 from the left and right? Well, here's 13 and here's 26 for x. And here's the graph. And from the left and from the right, I'm approaching the same spot, which is right here. That's at the level of 13. Okay, now, x approaching negative infinity simply means what happens when the graph goes to the left. So as I travel to the left, the graph is becoming asymptotic to the x-axis. The x-axis is where y is 0. So it's getting closer and closer to 0. Now what happens as x approaches positive infinity, which means the graph moving to the right. As the graph moves to the right, I see it rising. So that's positive infinity. That's divergence. Number 11. Each tick mark is now 1. So I want to know what happens when I approach 2 from the left and from the right. So x is 2 is right here. And I'm approaching this spot here from the left and right. And this spot right here is y is 0. Now what happens when I approach 0 from the right? Well, here's where x is 0. And I approach that spot from the right along my graph. I'm going up to this tick mark, which is at 2. Now what happens when I approach 0, x is 0, from the left of the graph? Well, I'm getting closer and closer to this level, which is negative 1. Now, what is the limit as x approaches 0 in general? Well, it has to be the same value from the left and right, and since we're getting 2 and negative 1, it does not exist. Now, what's the actual value at f of 0? Well, it's where the place is closed, where the line is closed, which is here, and that value is 2. Y is 2. Now, as we approach, as x goes to the left, or negative infinity, what's happening? Well, as I travel to negative infinity, it's going higher and higher and higher, so my answers are going to positive infinity. Okay. And last graph, our tick marks are now 5. And what happens when I approach negative 10? Well, negative 10, so this is 5, 0, 5, and negative 10, which is right here. And I'm approaching this from the left and from the right at the same point. So this will be 5. Now, what if I approach negative 5 from the right? Well, here's negative 5 right here. If I approach negative 5 from the right, on this side, I'm heading toward this tick mark right here, which is at level 5. If I approach negative 5 from the left, right here, I'll be traveling along this side here toward this mark, and this mark is at level 10. Now, what about limit as x approaches negative 5? Well, this means from the left and right. Well, the left is 10, the right is 5. Those are not the same numbers, so it does not exist. Now, what's the value at f of 5? Negative 5, should I say? It's where we have a closed-in dot right here, which is at level 5. And as the graph goes to the right, positive infinity, what's happening? Well, as I go to the right here, it seems to be leveling off right here. It looks asymptotic to the level here that y is 10. So it's asymptotic to 10.